Hey, what is up, DCS Crew? Nothing crazy on the intro today. Just figured I'd go ahead and give a quick announcement. So I have had a couple of talks with friends and people, well within the EDC community about, the knives that I choose to review on the channel. And, obviously there are quite a few that are not made in the US. Some great knives like the CJRB Centros that are made outside of the US, particularly China. Now, I want to go ahead and make a statement really quick and just talk about this because I think it's something that a lot of people have been kind of throwing around, and I just want to go ahead and tell you right from the beginning and be as transparent as I can be. I do own EDC products that are made in the USA, and I take pride in being able to purchase great products that are made in the USA, like some of the tools that you see in front of you. We have a smattering of different offerings. We got Leatherman, we have Spyderco, we have Buck, we have ProTech and Emerson as the collaboration, and Hogue on here. And there's a lot more that I do have, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to try and incorporate, especially in the month of June, a lot more US made blades onto the channel, aside from the standard knives that are sent to me by different creators to review. Some of them are sent to me, but in all honesty, all of the USA made blades that you would see on this channel are blades that I myself buy. I don't solicit these companies to be able to send me free stuff. Every now and again, I will get something that's occasionally from the US that's sent from me from the company, like the review for the SIG Legion DX5 that is already updated. So if you haven't seen that one, be sure to go ahead and check that one out. It's actually a pretty cool knife that's made by Hogue, and it is indeed made in the USA, just like this guy. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the person who did that is a Marine Recon soldier by the name of, a last name Elishewitz. So that being said, I do look forward to go ahead and showcasing some of my new stuff. I have some really badass new stuff, and I did unveil, obviously, a few new ones on here that I'm pretty sure you guys didn't know that I was using, like the Micra, like the CQC7 from ProTech, which is an Emerson collaboration, and is an auto. Really cool knife, by the way, with the micarta. And the Hogue Deca. A lot of people see the blue-black one or the, tannish brown one. I just went for the straight black, and I got a deep carry clip mod on there that I'm going to share too. But in all honesty, these are knives that I have bought and that I have used and that I've carried and that I know, and I've sharpened, by the way, and I can tell you that they work great. So I stand by these products. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that all of my EDC gear is going to switch over to USA made products, because in all honesty, I try to look for the best optimized gear and the best quality gear for my EDC loadout. And in all honesty, while I would love to be able to represent the US in all of my gear, there are just some things where it falls short, like really bad. Technology wise, flashlights, things like cell phones, that sort of thing. Outside of the US, you're going to find companies that provide much better products than companies that are here in the US, and for a much better price. Because at the end of the day, when you see all of these knives, it's really cool to check out, but if they're priced over your pricing range, all you're going to do is look at these videos and hope to find, a good one for a deal on a secondary market. You're really not going to pick up one of these from, the retailer if the price isn't right. So that being said, I do want to talk about knives that I feel that are very worth the price, that are, made in the US. And I feel like I need to do that a little bit more often. I'm going to try to do that more in the month of June, because I have quite a few, not only ProTechs, but, I have my Hogue, I have some Spyderco that I do need to unveil, and I have a really cool modded spider car I want to put up, as well as a ZT, and a little something that I bought myself for my birthday here in June, because June is my birthday month, that I plan on unveiling specifically for the channel. So fixed blade, folders, multi-tools, get ready, because you will see that, if not in June, in the upcoming future on the channel. But I did want to go ahead and address that. I am still going to be reviewing gear that is made outside of the US. That doesn't necessarily mean that because it's not made in the US that it's bad. And I do understand that there are a lot of people that have very strong opinions about everything going on, especially, you know, as a result of the quarantine. Even with, you know, the civil unrest that's going on in the US, I do want to make one point without getting too political on the channel, and state that, you know, the actions of one do not equate to the actions of all. I have great friends that are Asian. I have great friends that are, you know, that were not born here in the US. I have the privilege of being able to say that I am a US born citizen, and not everybody has the opportunity to say that. And, you know, their rights come under fire when something happens that's equated to somebody of their race. And while I understand that there are some people that are bad apples in the bunch, they do not define the bunch. And the best course of action is to take out those bad apples and keep the good apples in the bunch available. And we may be able to do that. We may not be able to do that. Time will tell. I can't say much about the situation going on now in America. I mean, you know, I'm going to do my part to be the best person I can be, and I implore the same for everybody that watches this channel that is basically on the fence as to what's going on. Stay safe out there. You know, use your gear if it's in need. You know, don't use it for something, you know, that for an emotional decision, a rash decision that's going to cost you your lives. And I don't necessarily mean, you know, knives. I do also mean, you know, firearms and that sort of thing. So that being said, please do yourself a favor, and do us a favor here on the channel, and take good care of yourselves, take good care of the people that you care about. And you know, I just want to extend my thanks for everybody to just kind of listen in on this rant, and just be on the lookout for some more USA made products in the near future, aside from the products that I'm showing you as of late. Maybe even some flashlight reviews like this P26 from Nightcore. Yes, not made in the US, but an awesome light nonetheless. So that said, I'm gonna go ahead and shut up now and let you get to my next video. So just remember, if you EDC, think of DCS, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. This has just been a brief blurb about my thoughts on how the channel should be going in the future. Just my personal opinion on what I carry and what I think are, you know, quality products. And just a quick, you know, message to you guys to let you know that I'm not just a guy who shows off, you know, his hands and whatever knife he has in his pocket on the video. I am a person, and I know that you guys are people too. Thank you so much for subbing. If you haven't already, be sure to click that sub button. If you have any questions, feel free to go ahead and contact me on my website, dailycarrysolutions.com, or my Instagram at dailycarrysolutions, and I'll be more than happy to get back to you. Take it easy, guys. I'll see you next time. Peace.